So today I'm talking about a Toyota with the P0441 code, what it is and how you could go about fixing it. And so what is a Toyota P0441 code? Well, it's an evaporative emission control system incorrect purge flow. And so what does this all mean? Well, basically, modern vehicles, they have what's called an Evap system that takes all the gas vapors from the gas tank and feeds them up to the engine to be burnt away so that they don't escape into the atmosphere. And the basics of how all this works is that the gas vapors, they're going to leave the gas tank, they're going to go through a hose over to what's called the charcoal canister, which is storage for the gas vapors. Built into the charcoal canister is what's called a vent valve. The vent valve does different things. The computer is going to close this and test the system and different things like this. There's going to be a hose that leaves the charcoal canister and it's going to go into the engine compartment to what's called a purge valve. And the purge valve just stays closed so that the gas vapors, they don't escape into the engine when the engine's not running. But then when the engine is running, at some point, the computer is going to send the purge valve a signal to open and all the gas vapors are going to go into the engine and be burnt away. And so that's a real basic overview of what's going on inside the Evap system. And when you get this P0441 code, the computer's seen a problem inside the system, that there's some kind of issue going on. And so it's going to have to be troubleshooted to know why. And one thing to note about this P0441 code is that if you're getting any other codes, be sure to pay attention to that because that can help point you to what the problem is. So be sure to keep that in mind. And so what would be some possible causes of a Toyota with the P0441 code? Well, the first thing, and if you're only getting this P0441 code, the most common thing to cause this is going to be a bad purge valve. This purge valve is going to be located up inside the engine compartment. And all it does is that it stays shut until the computer sends it voltage, and then it's going to open up so that the gas vapors could go into the engine and be burnt away. So there's some basic tests that you could do to test it. First of all, if you take it off and you can blow through it, then that means that it's stuck open, that it's not closing. So then you know it's bad, you know it needs to be replaced. If you think it's stuck shut, you could send it power, and at that point it should open up and you should be able to blow through it. I've made videos on how you go about testing these purge valves. I'll put a link in the description box below if you need to go and check that out. They're fairly easy to go and test. Keep in mind it can also be the wiring going to the purge valve. So if you go and test the purge valve and it tests good, then it's a good idea to test the wiring. Toyota very commonly puts the Evap system on the EFI fuse or electronic fuel injection fuse. So if the engine starts up and runs, very likely it's not a bad fuse. Of course, if you go to check the wiring, it's going to be a good idea to get a wiring diagram for that specific Toyota. That way you know for sure what's going on. But the first thing that's going to cause this is going to be a bad purge valve or the wiring going to it. And the next thing that could cause this is a bad charcoal canister or what's called a leak detection pump. If you have an older Toyota from like the 90s or the early 2000s, you won't have a leak detection pump. But if your Toyota is like 2005 and newer, then very likely you are going to have what's called a leak detection pump. And if you look at your charcoal canister and you see this right here, this thing that's attached to the back of it, this is what's called a leak detection pump. And what Toyota did is that they built the vent valve and the pressure sensor into this leak detection pump. If you have an older Toyota from the 90s or the early 2000s, the pressure sensor could be located differently. It could be located like on top of the fuel pump, and the vent valve would just be its own component. But on newer Toyotas, all of this is going to be built into what's called this leak detection pump. And if anything goes wrong with this charcoal canister, if it's leaking for some reason, or there's some kind of issue going on with the leak detection pump, then that's going to cause problems. Usually when there is a problem with like the leak detection pump, then you're going to get another code. For example, like a P0441 Evaporative Emission System leak detection pump, control circuit low, or possibly like a vent valve code or something like that. Then in that case, it's going to be a good idea to go do some tests on the charcoal canister and that leak detection pump and be sure it's working correctly. I've made videos on how you go about testing these along with the wiring going to it. Again, I'll put links in the description box below. But the next thing that could cause this is a bad charcoal canister or the leak detection pump. And the next thing on the list is going to be a bad Evap pressure sensor, sometimes called a fuel tank pressure sensor. If you have an older Toyota from the 90s up to the mid 2000s, then it's going to be its own component, quite often located on the fuel pump or someplace like that. But if you have a newer Toyota, it's going to be located inside the leak detection pump. And basically, if that pressure sensor goes bad, it might be giving bad information back to the computer. So the computer thinks there's a problem inside the system, like it has a leak or something like that. But it's just a bad sensor that's malfunctioned and giving bad information. And again, if that happens, usually you'll get another code. So for example, like a P0453 Evaporative Emission System Pressure Sensor Switch High. If you were to also get this code, then there might be some kind of issue going on with that pressure sensor or the wiring going to it. But the next thing that could cause this is a bad pressure sensor. And the next thing on the list is going to be that there's a leak inside the Evap system somewhere. This is very common. There's like a bad component that's leaking or a bad hose that's leaking or something like that. Again, if that happens, usually you'll get other codes. For example, like a P0442 Evap system leak detected. If you are getting Evap leak codes, the first thing you're going to do is check the gas cap and be sure that's good, because that is a part of the Evap system. It needs to seal or that can cause a leak and that can cause problems. So the first thing to go and do, if you do get Evap leak codes, is go and check your gas cap and also check this filler neck that it doesn't have no damage on it or anything like that. If you are getting Evap leak codes, you can go up around everything and try to spot the leak, look at hoses and different things like this, but that can't be hard to do. So a very common method to find an Evap leak is to use a smoke machine. And basically with one of these, you feed smoke into the Evap system, and then wherever the smoke comes out, you know where the leak's at, and then you're able to go and fix it. This is a very common method. If you take it to a mechanic and you have an Evap leak, they very likely are going to use this method. But the last thing that's going to cause this is that there's a leak inside the system somewhere. And like I said, if that happens, usually you're going to get other codes. So if you are getting other codes, be sure to pay attention to that. And so that's basically it. I just wanted to give a basic overview of how you go about fixing the Toyota with the P0441 code. If you have anything to add, please comment down below. If you have any questions, ask me and I'll try to answer them. If this video helps you, please click like, please click subscribe, and have a good day.